Welcome to this week's vlog. So I really don't know how to start this off, but I'm gonna just start now talking. I know it's kind of going to be a weird transition, but whatever. Stick with me, okay? So usually I get my periods at the end of the month. And sometimes it won't be till like there's just like 2 days left in the month. So I was like not getting it. So I'm like, I guess I'll take a pregnancy test. It will say negative and I'll get my period the next day. So I went and I took a pregnancy test and then I brushed my teeth while waiting for it. And I looked down, pregnant. I'm pregnant, which is crazy. Like, I totally expected it to say negative or be like, not pregnant, because every time I think I'm pregnant, I'm not pregnant, and I get my period literally the day I took the test or the following day. So I seen that and I just froze. I'm like, and I start shaking because I already shake so badly whenever I'm nervous or trying to focus or anything. I just start shaking. So I'm like, and it's like 6 a.m. when I took the test because you want to take it with your first pee of the day. And my boyfriend was luckily up in the office, well, in here, doing something on there on his computer. So I walked in there and I just gave him the most crazy look. I'm like, so I took a pregnancy test, and he's like, you're pregnant? I'm like, yeah. um, his reaction was good. He didn't freak out or anything like that. He was just kind of stunned like I was. And this happened January 30th, like literally the end of January. And I recorded a whole intro like on the 2nd or 1st of February, so when everything was so fresh and new. But the video was too long to transfer onto my laptop. It sucks. The video has to be up to 30 minutes to transport, and that video ended up being 35 minutes. So I even cut it in half, but for some reason it still wouldn't transport. And then I cut it into thirds and it still wouldn't transport. So now I'm remaking it, and that really sucked because I was planning on uploading this video on Monday, and I literally filmed the outro a couple days ago for this video. And when I went to edit, I'm like, God dang it, I can't upload it, no, or edit it even. So I'm just going to talk about the beginning of my pregnancy, especially at the time that I originally filmed this intro, which, okay, I remember. So my first pregnancy symptom that I didn't even know was a pregnancy symptom was I was getting these cramps randomly, like when I would stretch and stuff. I'm like, what is that? Like, is it my period coming? Like, it feels weird. And then, like, I started getting heat flashes. Like, the heat flashes I was getting in the beginning of my pregnancy was so bad. It felt like I was burning alive from the inside out. Like, I was literally burning alive. It was terrible. And I remember saying, oh, I hope I don't get morning sickness, blah, blah, blah. I got morning sickness so badly, which I'll talk more about next week because that's why I said in the outro. Because when I first filmed the beginning of this video, I did not have morning sickness. So I was just going to talk about it next week and everything that's going on with that. But I did end up getting really bad morning sickness, and I'll just discuss that more next week. So the day I figured out, I was like, I didn't smoke. Like, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, and none of that. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm pregnant, done with everything, throw everything away. So that day, I immediately went to the store and picked up these prenatal vitamins, which when I started getting my morning sickness, these were one of the first things that kind of triggered that. Like, I would start throwing up and gagging before I could even get these in my mouth. It was so bad. Like, I would throw them up immediately. Like instant. I'm actually happy that did happen because that made me go to the store and look for a new brand, like an actual pill. And there was like 3 or 4 different kinds. And I kept asking ChatGPT, oh, does this have everything I need? Does this have everything I need? And they would be like, no, this one's missing this, this, and this. This one's a bit better, but it's still missing this. And then when it came to this one, it's like, yes, these have everything you need. So I'm happy I end up going back and getting these instead because these don't really have anything. They just have 2 of the things you need, but you need way more than what these have. So I'm happy that happened because I wouldn't have realized that, because like these actually have everything that I need, and I'm actually able to take them as long as I don't take them with water. But that's me with every pill. For some reason, I feel like water's just so thin. It like brings out the flavor of the pill and makes you be able to feel it more. Like, I need flavor to distract me from the pill. I don't know. I'm weird. I hate taking pills so much. And then at the beginning, or when I first filmed this intro, I showed my belly like the first month that I'm pregnant. I think I got pregnant by the beginning of January, and I just went to the doctor, so I know how far along I am now. Like, I'm filming this in March, literally March 17th, so the day that this video will be uploaded, it's like, it's 2 a.m. right now. Due to this baby, I've just been sleeping for like 12 hours during the day. Like, no joke, been sleeping. Like, I go to bed around 5 a.m. I wake up around 12 for like 2 hours. Then I go back to sleep till 6 p.m. Like, I am so exhausted and tired. All I do is sleep. But then at night, I feel so energized. It's like, I don't know, this baby's a night owl too, or something. Well, that's not even the case either, because I woke up and then I ate, then I wanted to go back to sleep, but I'm like, "Ugh, I've already slept the whole day away. Like, I need to be up." And like, even right now, I am very tired and want to go sleep, but it's like, I should be more active and be doing something since I literally slept all day. Anyways, here's the clips that I took throughout February, starting with me showing off my belly before or like right after I figured out I was pregnant. That's it for present me. Okay, bye. I also want to document my stomach, so I'll show you guys what my belly looks like now, and then at the end of this video, I'll show you what it looks like then, and I think at that point, it will be a couple months, so you guys get to see the beginning and then a couple months after. But here's my body before or at the beginning of my pregnancy. No. Regular belly, nothing too impressive, but yeah, here's the before. Here, I want to give you guys a bit more of a close-up because I feel like this will look more crazy in a couple months from this angle than from the mirror. Maybe you won't be able to tell. Maybe it will look like nothing, like no difference at all. How do I put this on? Oh. It is chilly, but I'm also hot. Like I'm sweating, but I'm cold. Yeah, maybe there won't be any difference. I do have extra skin, so I'm wondering if that will help or make it look worse. I don't know. Because there's more room to stretch because I have extra skin. But I don't know if that's how that works. So apparently my overheating is definitely part of my pregnancy. I had to ask ChatGPT and he said yes, it's very normal, you're not crazy or whatever, because I'm like, oh my god, like my body's overheating so badly. Like when I was out to eat with my dad, my body was on fire. Like I wanted to strip and run outside, and was like 10 degrees outside. Like I was burning up, and I started feeling so sick because I was burning up. And later on, when me and my dad were going to the bowling alley, he literally was like, "Are you in pain?" I'm like, no, why? He's like, well, when we were eating, you looked like you were in pain. And I'm like, oh, I was just getting overheated. And I just pushed it off. But then he asked me it so randomly. I feel like he's catching on. I think I avoided him knowing I'm pregnant because I did not tell him, luckily, or had to. He wasn't really questioning why I wasn't drinking or why I didn't want to drink or why I wasn't smoking or why I kind of quit, because I told him I'm not really smoking, I'm not really drinking or anything separately, so he doesn't, I'm not putting all of this together so he can put it all together in his head. But I don't know, he just randomly asked me that in the car, and I don't know if he was starting to get suspicious or kind of thinking something. Yeah, but so far I don't think he knows anything. Hopefully not. I mean, if he does, he didn't tell me or ask me or anything. I think if he does know, he'll tell me when I tell him, and he's going to be like, oh, I was thinking that, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm not drinking. I'm not smoking. I wasn't hungry. Like, I haven't been hungry in days. And I was even getting worried the baby was going to die because I've been missing some meals. Like, I've been missing a meal every day, or definitely not eating as much as I normally do. So I was getting worried, and that is one of the things I also asked Sebastian about, and he's like, no, it doesn't work that way. In this early time, the baby like feeds off of something else while it's starting to grow. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that I'm not killing it and everything's okay, because I keep panicking thinking that it's going to die, but I don't think it's going to, because I think it's fine. It's definitely been a couple weeks of being pregnant, so I think I am fine. I think I'm fine. But yeah, I just want to share that with you guys, that my overheating is definitely part of me being pregnant, and knowing that kind of started making me think, like, being like, wow, I am actually pregnant. Like, this is an actual pregnancy symptom. Like, I'm actually pregnant. That's insane. It's just so crazy. I'm sorry, I keep repeating myself. I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe when I'm actually, like, truly being like, oh, yeah, I am pregnant. But the fact that I'm having symptoms of pregnancy, it's just whatever. I'll talk to you guys later. Pregnancy diary update. I literally can't go into our deep freezer to grab food because the smell is so bad. It's making me almost throw up. And I'm trying not to smell it and like plug my nose, but it's not working. Oh my God. It's so bad. Like, this is my second time trying to open that, and I was able to get something out. I couldn't get the food that I am trying to eat out. Oh my God, the smell is just so intense that I like almost threw up. I do not want to throw up. I just want to eat. I just want to eat. Oh, that's how it's going for me. I got my dad a hat for his birthday that says promoted to grandpa, and that's how I want to tell him that I'm pregnant. But I don't think the hat's going to be here in time by the time I see him, and I don't think I can hide my pregnancy from him just because of the morning sickness and all of that. So I think I'm just going to have to tell him, which sucks. I just want to give him the hat and him be like, what? I don't think it's going to be here in time. I really don't. Oh my God, I feel so sick. Okay, I'm gonna try eating again. Or at least try grabbing my food. God damn. So, ignore the way I look. I've been like so sick and tired the past few weeks. But my dad's hat finally came. I swear, I thought I wasn't even going to get this hat because it was like stuck in transit for 3 weeks. Like, that was crazy. But here's what it looks like. And I'm happy it's big. Like, this is a big hat. So it will definitely fit my dad. Right now that was too tight, but yeah, it turned out cute. And then here's the bag I got to put it in, which you guys already saw, but I couldn't show you his gift in that vlog because I wasn't telling you guys I'm pregnant yet. And then I have paper So since the bag is kind of just like all colors, I'm going to use green and red. I was thinking maybe orange too, but I don't know. So I just take the paper, do this to it, and then I shove it in the top of the bag like this. And then take another one and repeat. It looks like there's more yellow than... I only have one more yellow and only one more orange. Okay. I'm gonna do both the orange and yellow, I guess, since there's only one of each anyways. So, the orange. And now it looks like that. Cute. I don't know what his reaction is going to be to me being pregnant. I don't know if he'll be excited or he'll be upset. See, like the other week, it's so hard to make up lies on why I'm not drinking and why I'm not smoking. So that's why I want to tell him like almost right away or as soon as possible, because making up these lies are hard. Like the other week when I hung out with him, I told him I drank the day before and I drank way too much, so I'm not in the mood to drink, and to kind of throw him off my tail, because this man has or had what 4, 5, 6 kids. So I think he already could tell I was pregnant, because I was like, the first week I like had really bad heat flashes. I told him I wasn't drinking or smoking really anymore, and he kind of like questioned me earlier, like later on that day. So I think he was suspicious. And then last week, we seen a baby, and it was like a newborn, and oh my god, cutest baby ever. Like, she could have been a Gerber baby. She was so adorable. I'm like, oh, a fresh baby. And then later on, like the following day, he was like, you acted kind of weird when you seen that baby. I'm like, what do you mean? And he's like, I don't know, you got overly excited. I'm like, well, yeah, baby fever, I guess. Like, cute baby. It was a cute baby. And he's like, yeah, it was a cute baby, but you have time. You have time. He kept telling me like, oh, I have time. Like, even after, like right after we seen that baby, he was like, you got time. No, I don't. Not anymore. So I really don't know how he's going to react. Maybe I'll just film under the table to hear his reaction, and if it's bad, I just won't show you guys the reaction, I guess. Nah, I'll still show it. I think I'll just record his reaction like under the table, like the camera's not going to be on him, and we'll see if he's excited about being a grandpa or not. He's in his 40s, like my parents are young. I don't know what I was saying, but we'll see his reaction tomorrow, I guess. Welcome.
Yes!
I'm pregnant.
No way.
Uh-huh.
I was just thinking that yesterday. I was thinking I'd be pretty proud to be a grandpa.
Well, now you're going to be a grandpa.
And I was like, I can't tell that to Maya because I don't think she should be getting pregnant right now.
I thought you already knew I was pregnant because I wasn't drinking and like I wasn't smoking and I was sick all the time. So I thought you put the pieces together. I'm worried about how you would react.
How far are you?
I think I'm like 7 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So that was my dad's reaction to the pregnancy. I don't know exactly what I filmed and what I didn't film, but his reaction was probably the best. I wish I was just like camera in his face, because when he first opened the present and seen it with a hat, he was like, nice, a new hat, because I like pick him out the best hats. And then he read it and he's like, it was so great. And I don't know if I recorded this part or not, but he was saying how randomly, like the night before, he had a thought being like, oh, I want to be a grandpa. Like, I can just picture like a little Maya and blah, blah, blah. And he also was thinking, well, I can't tell her that I want a grandchild because I don't want to pressure her. And then literally the next day, I tell him, and he thinks my grandma was like preparing him. So, like, she put the thought into his head, because otherwise, I think he would have been like worried or like, I don't know if you should have a kid right now and blah blah blah, because that's what he always tells me is, you have time and stuff. But yeah, he did not know I was pregnant at all, which was really surprising. He just thought I was being responsible. But yeah, he even started tearing up and crying. He just gave the best reaction to me being pregnant that anyone gave. Like, usually everyone's just like, oh, I'm so excited for you. Like, what? You know, they're just excited, but he was like emotional and happy and all of that. I really wish I would have just put the camera in his face, but I didn't want to do that. So I just got that little recording. The hat turned out crooked. Like, it looks really crooked. He said he's going to try fixing it. I don't know if he has yet or not. And then the following week, I told my little brothers, and they're all excited. Like, we seen a kid clothing store, and they want to go in it and stuff and look at the clothes, and they kept picking out things. It's like, oh, Maya, if you have a girl, you should get her this. Oh, Maya, if you have a boy, you should get him this and stuff. It was so cute. And they were just like all guessing what it would be, a boy or a girl. Yeah, they're all excited to be uncles. And then I just had my first ultrasound. So I'm gonna end this video here. I know it's a long one. I didn't know what I was going to do with this video, but it kind of turned out being like a vlog, a little pregnancy vlog. I didn't even put a lot in there. Like, I've been so sick throughout this whole pregnancy, but I'm gonna talk more about that kind of stuff in next week's vlog. And I'm gonna just end this video here. Here's my baby. It's so crazy. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. See you next week. Bye.